Waiting on a more to coil. More to coil. Uh-oh, one viewer. That must be me.
Check 1, 2.
So then on the phone. Just going to see how it's going to pop up here. I'm watching my own live stream. How pathetic is that? So, oh, look at that. I look like crap. Actually, not bad audio. Because I'm hosting this, I get to control everybody.
You there, Eli?
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
I'm
pretty sure I'm here. Last time I checked, I was here.
I can mute you.
Yes, you can. Most you actually have powers to, so like if we had 10 guys on here and, you can hear like the garbage truck in the background, you can mute their channel so that it's not going to muddy up your stream. Or if somebody's just being a dick, Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the live streams I have seen have just had like the little icons, like I have a little skull going on. I don't see your icon though. I see like a green background with like a generic, like white men's room bathroom.
Okay.
It looks like it's just us now. Does any of your brothers want to hop on?
I'm not sure any of the other brothers have hangouts.
Oh, well, they should probably un-F themselves. And
good point.
I mean, I think you and I can definitely hold down an episode if we had to, but the more ideas that we had bouncing around, because like the other day when Levi was talking about 1911s and I'm sorry, Glocks, and I was talking about 1911s, then that was entertaining. And then like obviously today, like if we had everybody, we could talk about Stan Lee and how sorely missed he's going to be. I mean, that like messed me up yesterday. I wasn't like depressed and crying, but I was just like, damn.
Well,
and it makes me wonder like how I'm going to feel about George Lucas when he goes, because that's
right.
Yeah.
And John Williams is just around the corner too.
Yeah, actually, he had a pretty close call a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and all these guys are like titans, and not like Thanos, but they're.
And we have a bunch of faggots to replace them. That's the problem.
Yeah,
faggot because that's reportable.
It is. Well, and think about it. Like I made a video about this. Like when John Williams went to the hospital in London, one of the points that I made was that there's not a lot of composers that can write a song that's so epic and so identifiable with a character or with a movie that you walk away and you can hum it. So if I go dun 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 dun, you know what that is. And if I go dun 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 dun, you know what that is. And if I go wanna,
I think there's
Exactly.
one other composer out there who may come close to John Williams.
Who's that?
Ba 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 da 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 da.
Yeah. The other
That
one
one's
that
a
I would put in that league would be Danny Elfman, because he did the Beetlejuice
yeah.
song and he did the Batman '89 song, and he actually did the song for The Simpsons.
He did a Spider-Man,
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah. So I
Were you
mean,
able to memorize all the songs?
yeah, composers of that caliber are rare. And then the the other point that I made was that a lot of modern composers and theatrical music are just using chords for the effect that they have on the human emotional system. So I know that you can get it behind your keyboards and play some, like, diminished chords and make a mood, but is it like really a theme?
No.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's the thing. There's almost like a pop sensibility to the composers that we mentioned in the the last couple of minutes. And it sucks because you translate that to creative talent, on the caliber of George Lucas and Stanley, and I would put them in the same category, man. They have different media, but yeah, they're definitely,
Right.
they're definitely in the same pond. We're talking about amphibian life, apparently.
Which I like the other day when I showed you our highlight reel. Was that good audio, or was it?
Yeah,
crappy through the?
that was perfect. Whatever you did that day, and it.
Well, let's try that again. Let's
Okay, yeah. This is just a test. This is just a test stream anyway. So.
Yeah, and I like our logos.
Well, I can't see your logo. You look like a green men's room sign to me.
Well, I don't know why it doesn't show up to you, but when I push play on the live stream, it shows. Yeah, the logo shows up in the stream, so now we know that works.
Okay. So well, it just might be like you're the host, so that's what I see. Do you see my little skull guy?
I do.
Okay. Well, that's that's what I noticed. Like when I'm watching Hangout live streams, it's like whoever's talking, that's whose logo is up there, and then it switches back and forth.
Well, let's just test this just for fun.
Yeah.
This is fun. We just hanging out on Hangouts on air, on YouTube, through Google, on the Mac, on your phone. We having a jolly time.
Forgets and shiggles. Okay,
I tried muting myself, so you didn't hear any of the crap I just talked about here, did I?
No.
Great.
No, it sounded like I was just talking to myself.
So I can mute you. So I'm going to mute you in 3, 2, 1. But can you still hear everything I'm saying?
I can still hear you. Blah 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 blah.
I can't hear you, but you can hear me if I'm correct. La 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 la. I'm happy. So what I'm wondering is if I can mute myself to you, so everyone can talk crap about one person, and then bring it back on just like this.
Totally. And everything you just said was true. Everything you just said was true. Like every single word you said, I heard from the point where you're like, oh, and I can mute you, and then like up until.
Okay, now where are we? I hear you now.
Yeah. So everything you just said was true. Everything you just said was true. I was muted, and as the host, I think you have the power to do that. So just like you're saying, if like, I don't know,
I don't have the power to drop you out from us. I mean, drop myself out from you. So I can't be in the abyss and then bring them back in after we talk crap about them.
No.
That'd be funny.
And I think it's kind of like just like a mixing board. Like you have that mute button, so you can mute like 2-3 people and then just be talking to the other 2-3 people and be like, yeah, these guys are being like hose beasts, so
okay,
they're going to be in timeout for a second.
I'm covering my mic with my finger. How well is it muting it?
I can hear everything clearly.
Oh, what the heck? Where's the actual mic on this thing? I think these 2 little holes in my headphones are microphones.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
I remember you were doing like that Bob Dylan harmonica thing. Yeah, there it is. We got the distorted down the bell saxophone Sergeant Pepper sound.
All right, so let's try pushing play on this video, and I want to know how good the quality is.
Okay.
Who picks the banjo around here?
I can hear it, but I can't see it. That's pretty
You
good.
can't see it?
That's pretty good. I can hear the bass.
It's not coming through my headphones?
No, because I think if it was, I would hear some echo.
Some old country ball. I go to Nashville. I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna hit the big time. You're gonna love me and my guitar.
Yeah. That
Okay.
sounds way worse. That sounded way worse. Whatever you were doing first. Because I heard most of the frequencies. I heard your bass loud and clear. I heard the vocals. I heard
So did it sound good?
I heard some of the percussion. And this is just even me on a cell phone with headphones on. So it's not even like I have professional, you know. There you go.
So it's not picking up. So it's not picking up the organic audio. It's picking it up through my microphone.
Right. Like I didn't hear like studio quality stuff. I just heard whatever's coming in. And honestly, that feels like it's been par for the course. And if you're doing that thing where you want to, I mean, because you're trying to do like a theme song or like an opening, and that seems pretty par for the course. When I'm listening to Ethan Van Sciver, he has like a remix of a old NWA song, and it's about that same quality. So the quality that you have is okay. It's not like studio grade, but it's very passable, man. It doesn't sound
So those
bad.
guys don't even get studio quality, right?
No, because the show isn't about their audio engineering skills or the song like their theme song. The show is about what the topics are, and everybody's just kind of like it's like that thing where you go to a party, and this is really frustrating as a musician.
Frustrating.
It's very frustratizing. Well, because you know how it is to like go and woodshed and do scales and figure out how to make stuff interesting. Okay. And then like you go to a party and they play the most ridiculous song you've ever heard, but everybody's like wagging their heads and they're like, BSing, and you're like, this music has no soul, it has no passion. So 90% of people aren't going to care about music like we do. We can make a totally awesome theme song. I'm totally behind that. I was actually thinking it would be interesting to like internet collaborate with you guys and like throw down a guitar thing and send it to you, and then like have you guys do stuff around it, or vice versa. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So that's also where it's an advantage. Like if Isaiah has something he wants to talk about, and if you have something you want to talk about, and I have something I want to talk about, we already have three things that we know that we can no BS fall back on. Yeah. And then we can just riff off of what the guys in the chat room are saying. And
Right.
Obviously at this point there's probably not going to be too many guys in our room, but just to put some content out there, because I think I'm sorry to say it, but it took like Stan Lee dying to get you guys back together for the first time in however many weeks.
Well, the Halloween video, but we were already
together,
and we didn't have any movies to talk about. But as soon as we found out, we were like, okay, we're doing this tonight.
Yeah, Well, and it was the same thing. Like I had a completely ridiculous video that I was going to upload. I had a completely ridiculous video that I was going to upload, and it was like basically me roasting my favorite channels, including you guys. Oh. But then I found out that Stan Lee died.
Is that one still going
up? No, I'm probably going to hold back on that one now because you know it'll come out probably like in the next over the next week. I just at the time that happened, it was like, no, that's not the right way to go. I need to show respect to the man, Stan the man. And you know, even though it was like a 5-minute video, you know, you can't just
says Excelsior.
Say that again.
Is that what his catchphrase was? Excelsior?
Excelsior. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I thought we should incorporate that into our video, but we ended up not using it.
Well, you know, you can always do an edit, or you could make another video about it, because there's actually some SJW trolls trying to,
I know,
trying to say that he was like a sexual abuser or like a pedophile or like a, you know, all these things, that he wasn't a racist. And look, like, I think Stan Lee, as far as entertainment goes, did more for opening the eyes about racism and bigotry than probably anyone else, except for like Gene Roddenberry. You know, the X-Men was a great allegory for bigotry. You know, and he had like, no kidding, black characters, you know, in an era like in the 60s when that kind of stuff was like, they were still segregated and they had to like drink out of their own faucets and eat in their own restaurants. And
what's wrong with drinking out of your own faucet?
Well, that's the thing. Like white people, we could be grouped together in a trough and that would be fine. But if a black guy came over and tried to drink out of our trough and it's like 1962 and you're in Mississippi.
All right, let's see how this works now. Turn on the camera.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, it's still based off the microphone for who's speaking, I believe. Oh, there I am on this main stream. See, look at me. I'm on YouTube. See?
Maybe it's because I have the lights off. Hang on, let me go somewhere that has lights. No, every time I hit the camera button, it says like there's something not working due to a problem with the camera.
My video mute is unavailable for mobile users. Oh, maybe it won't let you go mobile.
Maybe. Oh, well, because aren't Google and YouTube like kind of in bed together?
They're like what's the word? They're intertwined and
they're lovers.
Yeah.
You got to get on the bass and do like a yeah. There you go. Maybe put in a little wah pedal, like a wah 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 wah.
I just need to focus for that. She doesn't even know what's funny.
She doesn't even know. Yeah.
Right. So, did you watch this one?
I don't see anything. I don't hear anything either.
You should see something on the screen. I mean,
I just see your green men's room logo.
What the heck? It's supposed to be. Okay, stop screen share. I just clicked on a screen share. So if I start screen share, it says I'm presenting to everyone. You don't see anything.
Okay. I don't see anything, but like if you're looking at the live stream, do you see it?
Yeah, I see it on the live stream. That's what I don't get.
Huh.
So. Oh, I think I just gave you controls too.
It gives me controls?
I just gave you some controls. If you can see them. But I can take them away from you too. Oh, no, I can't. Oh boy. Once I give you control, you can stop the whole shebang.
Well, I'm not going to, but
well, no, but you can distribute the controls amongst certain people.
it looks like I have the ability to add people.
Yeah, I just gave that to you.
Okay.
So be thankful.
Our Lord God, Eli.
Oh no! Don't do
And
that.
then Eli said unto the congregation, "May a mortal coil have the power." The power.
I knew exactly where you were going with that one.
I wonder if it can work in reverse if we start it in Hangouts and then try to get YouTube involved somehow.
I don't think we can do that. I think we have to organically start it in YouTube.
Huh.
I sound like Ballsy Ford right now. Oh wait, settings. Default. Okay.
You sound a little bit like Bane.
I take it you've seen that movie.
Oh yeah. It's one of the best movies ever made, man. That's
Dark Knight Rises?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Dark Knight. Yeah.
Well, you said Bane.
No, Bane from Batman, dude.
I know, from Dark Knight Rises, the third one.
Yeah.
Did you say that's one of the?
It's one of the best movies ever made. Yeah,
The Dark Knight Rises.
Especially considering the trajectory that the Batman franchise had followed since, the Tim Burton Batman's gold.
I'm turning my camera on here right now.
Okay.
What?
I still see your logo.
You don't see my face.
I don't see your face. So whatever look of disgust you have, I can't see.
So you can hear it in my voice, hey, huh?
Yeah, no, I can hear the scorn in your voice.
It's like that for us. That's a horrible movie.
With Bane?
With Bane. Like the Joker one is probably, I thought you were referring to the Joker one, but the Bane one.
Well, no, the Joker one clearly outclasses the Bane one.
Well, but
I'm saying
Bane one has over 28 strikes in
it. Okay, take those three movies as what they are, and then take the two movies that Tim Burton made. Okay, so there's one with Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and then there's one with Danny DeVito and Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay, now the first one is obviously better than the second one, but when we get into the Joel Schumacher area, oh my God, that was a flaming dumpster fire that nobody wants to admit is even real Batman. Nipples on the bat suit? Come on. So compared to that era, yeah, those three Nolan movies are cinematic gold. Now I'm not saying
not the Dark Knight Rises though.
You don't like that one at all. There's no redeeming qualities to it.
Not really for us, because we've thought about doing a strike video and tearing it apart.
Well, it's one of those things where, babes, relax. I'll be right back. It's one of those things where I think that they planned to have Joker come back, but then Heath Ledger
died. Yeah,
and it's the same thing with Princess Leia, if you think about it. I really think that they were going to plan to have Princess Leia come back and do I'm the matriarch, powerful woman, whammon.
Right.
And then she died. I think I actually said this in a video. I think that a part of her spirit sensed where
it was going.
And she's like, no, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm done. Oh. And then to also have a means of making content without necessarily having to go through all the production steps. Because I'll tell you, when I make a video, like a 10-minute video takes me probably 3 hours to produce, and I'm sure you know that because you're dealing with green screens and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's double. I can't even imagine doing that, and so it just
if you need to go, I can let you go.
It's all right. Yeah.
Sorry, what's her name? I forget.
Lyra.
I remember that now.
Yeah. Hey, Lyra. Say hi to Eli.
Hi, Eli.
Hi, Lyra. How are you doing?
Good. Hey, I talked to you Sunday.
Yeah, you remember that, huh? I don't even remember what day that was.
Yep.
Huh.
All right, babes. Try to relax. Close your
Good
eyes.
night.
Yeah. All right. I put it in headphones, so. Babes, it's time to relax. Time to go.
Well, I could let you go if you need to.
Time to close your eyes.
I should probably get some sleep too.
Whenever you're ready, man. Just maybe like upload the video as private, and if you could send me, like, I don't know how does that work. I think so. If you have a private video, you should be able to elect who sees it, and just say Immortal Coil can watch it, and then I'll take a look at it and send you a text or something and see how it worked out.
Right.
I think most of the dudes who do this, for the most part, they get everybody together and then they set up their settings and get their thumbnails ready before they even go live, and then that way, whenever they're like, "Okay, everybody, good night," then it just like goes pow and it clicks into place and everything. Yeah, we love good. Good night, Wisconsin. What show is that? The '70s show. Yeah.
Oh, another one.
Hello, Wisconsin.
I was thinking of Frasier. Like at the end credits, he'd say, "Good night, Seattle. We love you."
Oh yeah, yeah. You have been watching Frasier, haven't you?
Oh, wait a minute.
I actually thought
Frasier. Holy crap!
I actually thought that Daphne was kind of like hot,
but she's British and it's annoying.
I know. I might be able to get around that depending on how she looks naked.
We'll see. How satisfied are you with streaming on YouTube? Not too satisfied. It's just asking me that right now. But okay. Events. Oh yeah, I can edit. Okay, it's showing me it right now. Did you see the title of this live stream?
Let's see. No, I can't see the title. It just says you've been invited to this and that. Please lay down. Okay, now I see your logo.
Oh, you do now?
Yeah, whatever you just did, like I can see.
I did nothing.
Okay. Maybe it just, I don't know. Like it just now clicked into the four of you guys. Like I can see Sideways Levi and Isaiah.
Because I was playing the live stream through my phone, in headphones here, and it just kept looping over and over and over again. I was like, okay, we got to figure this out before we do anything.
Totally.
And so then I realized, oh, it's catching the live stream from my phone. Duh.
Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of people like wear headphones while they do this. And especially if all we're going to do is just like our avatars for right now, then, you could like not be wearing pants right now and I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, it's not working for you anyway, so I could be wearing pants whenever I want.
Are you talking to me without pants on?
Heck yes, I am. I'm taking the shirt off too if you want.
There you go.
I'm only wearing one sock.
One sock, and guess where I'm wearing it? That almost sounded Joker-esque. I'm only wearing
one sock, and guess where I'm wearing it?
So, where is it?
Oh wow!
Oh man, have you seen the College Humor videos where
Batman makes a big mistake?
Yeah, well, there's one where like Batman's like super pervy, and it's actually making fun of that Bane scene where Talia al Ghul is stabbing him in the side.
I stabbed you first.
Yeah, it was awesome.
In an order that would surprise you.
Oh,
that's a cruel boy. Sign me up for another.
Totally.
Profile. Oh boy, I just pulled up your profile. How about that? It doesn't show it on. I am not going to follow you on Google Plus. I don't even have Google Plus.
Well, screw you, Eli.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Good night.
You got to warm up. You got to warm up for the Indian accent by going up really high and then come down very low.
He's a very, very bad man.
My gosh, I don't even know what to call in this place. Hello, I can sell you sperm cells for your family. Monthly subscription. You will be very happy.
Thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Come again. Very much.
Did you hear that they wanted to get rid of Apu as a character
Did they get rid of him?
on The Simpsons? Well, they didn't get away with it. Like that was a rumor online, and then the guy who made it up the rumor got called out by an executive producer on The Simpsons. They were like, "No, this guy's full of it."
Oh, cool. Because that would just be dumb.
That would be dumb because the point of The Simpsons is to make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
How come
So,
it's not okay to make fun of? Yeah, it's not okay to make fun of Apu, but it's okay to make fun of like Willie the groundskeeper.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because he's a white guy.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine.
That's okay.
Homer Simpson is a fat dad.
Yeah.
It's okay to make fun of him because he's a white guy.
What if all fat dads around the world get offended?
Totally.
Then you're screwed.
Yeah. Then they're
Shut down for that.
They're man babies. They're gonna cry. They live in their basements. They're gonna cry to their mommies. Yeah.
Even if their mothers aren't there, they're still there. The mom's
Exactly.
dead, but he's still there.
No, there's a really good video where there's a guy and he has like a mask on and he has his voice all distorted and the lights are off and he's like, "Look, we're not going to take this anymore. We're going to go out to the street and we're going to protest and throw bricks at people." And then like the mom walks in and like flicks on the lights. Like, "Look, George, your dinner's been on the table for like 15 minutes." And he's like, "Oh, Mom."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude.
That's great.
I'll see if I can find it. I'll send it to you. So did you get those settings set up?
I'm typing out a description, so I'm just testing.
Okay.
I'm just sticking around here.
Yeah, and you can just make that the description. We're just sticking around here. Digging around, we're digging around, yes, we're digging around, yes, we're digging around, we're digging around, we're digging around, we're digging around, yes, we're digging
Mortal
around.
Coil has been a long-time supporter of FANSTRIKE.
Mortal Coil.
Now, coming soon. Weekly show.
One man, one desire.
A woman. Adam and Eve. Forbidden fruit.
A reptile.
Amphibian.
Forbidden tree. Only their faith in God can lead them through.
Exactly. And they had none, so they failed.
The parents of a race. An entire race. One brother against brother.
Mortal Coil.
Immortal Coil. Immortal. Dun dun dun. Coil.
No, you have to go.
Rated R.
You have to go immortal. Duh, duh, duh. Coil.
Totally.
This,
Immortal.
The immortal has to be intense and then coil. Immortal.
Immortal.
Duh, duh, duh. Coil.
Coil. Rated R.
Rated R.
Rated R. The new pirate movie. Rated R.
Yeah, that's the way I ever got with the R-rated pirate movie.
R-rated pirate movie.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Better.
Johnny Depp is Butt Pirates of the Caribbean. Rated R. All right.
New weekly live broadcast.
Live stream.
Upstream. No.
Live.
It's a private love
streaming.
Screaming.
R. You can't spell stream without the R.
That makes you scream.
Right? You can't spell slaughter without laughter.
Right. I never understood that.
Well, take the word laughter and just put an S in front of it. I think that's a Joker approved pun.
That's a loogie.
And with that, thank you. Good night, folks. Our bodily functions are going to be our send-off. You have to break into radio announcer voice when you have bodily functions.
Super chat. Bam.
Bam. How much money did we make?
No. Crap. Oh, so if I go down here.
Well, I get half of crap, okay?
You only crop half of it out?
I get half. I get half. So I only give half a crap about the stream.
17,355 watch minutes. 13,000.
So you're able to get monetized. And well, you're almost there.
Divided by 60, that's only 222 hours.
222 hours.
So we got to get up to 4,000 hours.
Okay. Well, and so the other thing that we can do is try to start making friends with other YouTubers so that it doesn't necessarily have to be like the FANSTRIKE and Immortal Coil show. We can bring in other people who are... Yeah, and that's what I do. Like, I've been going and I made friends with a dude called Demogeni, and I made friends with a dude called the Rookie Critic, and they haven't agreed to necessarily collaborate at this point. But like, I'm building relationships with these guys, and then we all have the same interests in mind where we want to. Go ahead.
I just was reminiscing with a guy when we first started about doing a collaboration video on the last Jedi. He loved it and we hated it. But he's from Britain.
Yes, so he has that accent.
So would that be a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, we could even mock him.
That would be a great thing.
Or we could mock him on the video, overdo the British accent. Hello, Governor. Where are the other jokes going?
And it depends on like if he's like as smart as we are and can like hang and like converse, cool. But if he just has a neato accent and he's like a dumbass, then we can totally own him and that kind of thing. Yeah. Just because you have a fancy accent doesn't give you an excuse for not being dumb. And especially like if no offense, but if a 17-year-old is smarter than a British guy. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how he's doing on YouTube anymore because his YouTube link used to be in his bio and now it's not.
Well, maybe try DMing him, or if you have his info.
Right. Well, who else could I hop on board with? Okay, here's what I'm wondering. Does Geeks and Gamers use his geeksandgamers@gmail.com for his hangouts?
He does. I think he primarily functions on Twitter though. Like that's the best way to. He has a stream called D-Day Cobra, all one word.
Okay, so here's where I'm going with this. I could probably just for fun send him an invite.
I don't know if he would accept it, but you
probably
could.
Not. I mean, not an actual live stream, just to talk to him and see what we could be doing. He never replied to my last email.
Yeah, because otherwise it's hard for me as a viewer, and even still like to this day, like sometimes I mix all you guys up because I know you guys all have biblical names, but like most of you guys, your names rhyme. Yeah. It's like there's Josiah and Isaiah and Elijah
and Levi.
Yeah. And I know Levi because his hair looks different. And then I know Isaiah if I think about it hard enough because of pranking Isaiah.
Yeah.
But then you and Josiah both have long hair. And so it's like, okay, there's Thor guy and then there's Joker guy.
Yeah.
And I know you because like you and I talk all the time.
Right.
But like I still mix up Josiah and Isaiah sometimes.
So looking at our logo, you know who's who.
Yeah. Yeah, now I do. you know, and still like I want to be like, okay, there's Thor guy, and there's like gets pranked on all the time guy, and there's Joker guy,
And then conspiracy guy.
and conspiracy guy. But I also want to call him fake Batman because of that Joker video.
That's the only thing he basically said was, "I'm Batman."
I'm Batman.
That's like all he said throughout that video.
Yeah. Well, and if you think about it, that's kind of in keeping with Batman's character.
Yeah.